Hello and welcome to another week with Mirree's Dreamtime Messages. Thank you everybody for joining me this week. This video is going to be about the Dreamtime Messages starting from the 20th of July and running until the 26th of July. And we'll also be speaking about the moon cycles during this period, which can also help us to align our energy to the natural rhythms within nature, which is always a bonus for us. And I'll also be pulling the 3 Dreamtime cards out for this week, and also talking about the prizes that I now have up, which I'll be leaving the link in the description box this time, as I didn't get a chance to do that last week. Sorry about that. But I wanted to welcome all the new subscribers and all the return subscribers. Thank you very much for bringing your energy here to Art by Mirree channel. My name is Mirree. I'm a contemporary Aboriginal artist, and in my usual practice I usually paint up to 50 to 100 paintings per year. My style is pretty varied, and or you may on first glance find that it's very simplified yet detailed, and also very varied. But the reasoning behind that is because I did about 6 to 7 years worth of studying in my uni degree and before my uni degree as well, as I wanted to create my own style. When you look all around the place, online and everything like that, you'll see a lot of people in their landscape styles and in their abstract styles and abstract expressionism styles, and all the styles that are pretty common that you see around. But with my style, I was trying to create something brand new with my styles, and so that's why my artworks are very, very, very different, and probably not like something that you have seen before. And so I do have a lot of varied layers of styles that you can see within my works that are common to other styles, like the contemporary Aboriginal style, which uses a lot of dot work and lines. But this is mainly because of what my customers request me to do, and so that's why there is so many different styles. You may be able to see maybe about 5 different styles that I use, at least in my works, simply because I can use any of those styles that, my customers will say, I want this, and I can kind of create that into a brand new painting that is especially for them. And because also I am still learning my style, and still building up to my to the style that really is uniquely mine. And so yes, that is a little bit about me and my artworks. I've been doing this for 3 decades now, and so I've been able to learn so much about my artworks and about my style, especially over the years, and that I've mastered for over a very long time. And usually I've mastered that by doing countless amounts of artworks, probably thousands upon thousands now of artworks that I do over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so yeah, this year has been probably the first year that I've just slowed down just a tad. I'm laughing because this is kind of like something I never ever do, but I've done that for the very first time this year, and so that's really helped me to concentrate more on being multifaceted in my work and in my messages and in basically everything. So it's kind of helping my artworks and my messages to be a lot more, what would I say, probably full, a lot more full. So I hope that you guys are, you know, in my process of becoming, that you guys are actually being able to be shown more depth to the messages and stories behind my artworks, but also you know, being able to see that depth within my paintings as well, with the new paintings that I bring out. So, you know, which I kind of kept a little bit secret with the new paintings. And so, but that's because for the very first time in my life, I've had, you know, at least 50 paintings in my stock, which for the first time I've never ever had that before. And so yeah, my works have always sold out. And so but you know, that's also because of me slowing down, which hasn't been really that easy to put the skid brakes on. So, but I'm kind of just only you know, I'm kind of like just getting used to that now. And so yeah, but you know, as you get older, you tend to do that, and which is a very good thing. But yeah, we pulled some interesting cards out last week. The first card that we drew out was with the butterfly. I am connected, letting us know when I give myself time, I can easily understand that each phase in my life is a natural progression of life. So you could have been going through, you know, maybe some emotional shedding, and which was helping you to find a release, or, you know, at least acknowledge any wounds that you've been healing from the past. And the other card that we drew out was with the daytime koala, I am wealthy. When I allow myself to have a clear vision about my future, I receive limitless opportunities to increase my value by helping others to achieve their dreams. And so yeah, I've been the daytime koala is letting us know that when we have a clear vision about our future, you know, it helps us to align with our energy, align with our goals, and align with our future. And you know, we can do this by giving more value to the people that are around us, that we love, and that we wish to serve in the community, or within our family as well, friends and family circle. And the other card we drew was with resting, rainbow surf, and I am resting when I focus on myself and I allow my spirit to rest. I'm recharging and revitalizing my spiritual energy, which connects to the very heart of my culture. And so yeah, you could be feeling that you're needing to rest more when if you feel like you're going through any changes in your body or in your emotional, mental, or spiritual self. And so you know, as we go through life, we go through different changes in our life. And so I've definitely been noticing how tired I've been this week myself. making my own changes, because you know I'm no different to anyone else. And so or you could be just awakening your spiritual side up, waking yourself up to your spiritual side up at this point in time. And so whatever it is was just important for us to be gentle with ourselves, and spending some time in nature in order to just allow ourselves to be kind, and allow ourselves to find the refuge that we are, and the connection with nature, and you know, as it can really help in relieving any stress that we could be feeling by going through any changes that we're going through. And yeah, I have definitely been noticing you know, huge changes happening during this time, and it's been really great being able to constantly work on ourselves in a way that helps us to be an inspiration to others, and also be an inspiration to myself. And I personally like being able to challenge myself and better myself in every possible way that I can when I move forward. And because I don't like to stay in the same state for too long, especially if I feel like it's a state of stagnation. And so I'm not sure like if you guys feel like that or not at times when you're maybe struggling to process or go through grief, or maybe you're struggling to go through or process a state of mind that you feel like you were thrusted upon from like maybe a long time ago, and so and that could have been as a result of hurt or trauma or abuse or some kind of betrayal or letdown. And so we can kind of get stuck or caught in these kind of cycles. And so what we're actually playing out in our present life could be a result of say 5 or 10 years back, where we felt that betrayal, or we felt that hurt, or we felt that abuse, but we kind of are not so much conscious about it until maybe something repeats or something gets triggered as we're moving forward. And so you know, these things happen, and they can happen to all of us and at any point and given time. And so I think that when we look at the pink galah, and I recently posted the pink galah to do with the heart of growth. This one in particular, the pink galah, the heart of growth, is telling us about going back to a certain time within our evolution, where we were maybe younger, where we had more pleasant memories, or maybe it was a time when you were in your adulthood, or maybe it was a time when you were in your early 20s or 30s. It's like about going back into that certain time and pivoting by pivoting yourself into a time that maybe now that you're feeling not so good, where you can use those good feelings from that time and enable yourself to bring those feelings into the now, the present, or the future, so that you can create a new way of being, a new way of life, and by alchemizing any negativity. And so yeah, I don't know if you guys really understand what I'm trying to say, but you know, these states of mind are not designed to be stayed in for long periods of time. And so because our natural state of being is being happy and being loved, and in some distant some, you know, civilizations, maybe from a distant path, Love was never meant to be something that had to be paid for, and so it was given freely. So, you know, it's like remembering ourselves in a way that is a purified version of ourselves. And so when we're staying stuck in these stagnant ways, it's not serving our being. And so the first on the Monday, which is the 20th, we're going to be having a waxing crescent moon. And so the waxing crescent moon is letting us know that it's good time to make some intentions. And so yeah, it's just on the last day on a Monday to do with the waxing crescent moon. It's a perfect time for journaling, and it's an excellent way to amplify our intentions and through the natural cycles of the moon. One really good exercise to do during this time is just go out once the sun has gone down, maybe between 9 and 11 p.m. at night time. Don't have your phone on you, just go outside, touch your feet, bare feet with the grass, and just look up for maybe, you know, a couple of minutes or more. And this will really, really help in recharging and revitalizing your energy, or just clearing your mind. And so the first quarter moon is going to be on Tuesday, and that's an excellent time to make any important decisions that you need to make, and to prepare yourself for deep listening and listen to the deep dwellings of your inner soul calling you back to yourself. And so there's a video here on my YouTube channel where you can watch called The Deep Listening. And then on Wednesday up until Sunday, it's going to be a waxing gibbous moon. And the waxing gibbous moon is about clarification. And so waxing gibbous moon is an excellent, which lasts for roughly about 6 days, is a perfect time for processing any new or big decisions you've recently made during the first quarter moon stage, which was on Tuesday. And it's a great time for cleansing and purification rituals and continuing to concentrate and refine the roadmap to your dreams. And so it's a waxing gibbous moon, and it's a perfect time to clarify those dreams. Now, without further ado, let's get to it and see which animals are going to be guiding us this week through the Dreamtime card deck. If you've got your Dreamtime card deck, now's the best time to get it with the prizes that are happening. And if you buy your second Dreamtime card deck, I'm going to be giving you 50% off. And so, yeah, I will leave a code down below, and also a code for if you spend $50 you get a free art guide from me. And so yeah, if you've got your Dreamtime card deck, it comes in a box, and you've got your 100 book page booklet and your 36 glossy cards. Let's have a look. I'm excited to see what cards are going to be coming out this week. And it was such a very full week last week. I'm actually you know, I have something on Sunday, so I'm having to do this video on a Saturday night, which is fine. Just no movies for me tonight. But you know, that's okay. Sometimes we get busy. So every week I cleanse myself and the cards, and to ensure we get the most of out of our Dreamtime guidance readings. And I ask the Holy Spirit to give us the guidance that we need during this time. And see what the first card is going to be giving us this time is called the Black Swan. I am intuitive, letting us know when I give myself permission to trust in my inner guidance, which expands the wisdom of my soul. So it's really important to trust in your intuition this week. It's really helping to guide you into the places that you're needing to journey into within your deep inner self. And so yeah, if we have a look at the guidebook, Black Swan is number 34, which is one of the brand new animals that are in this limited edition deck. Because I actually haven't finished creating this deck yet to its absolute fullness. There's animals such as Pink Galah and also the wombat, which, you know, is not really a Dreamtime animal, but it is a native animal within Australia. But, you know, these are some of the animals that are yet to be put into the deck, and so and animals like the black cockatoo as well, which will be in the extended deck, which will be coming down the track. So Black Swan is are you feeling broken, or maybe you seem to have some pieces of the missing puzzle of your life that hasn't quite come together yet? Black Swan will guide you on your journey so that you can venture into unknown territories to find the missing pieces of your soul. And so the purpose of Black Swan dreaming is to teach you about your individuality and the fountain of your youth, providing you with the wisdom and dreaming of your soul. You're going on a journey, whether it's a small trip in the car or a meditative one, which you can journey within yourself through the use of meditation, healing, song, dance, music, or art, which is highly beneficial to you right now. Use this time wisely to expand the knowledge of your inner beauty. The action step this week: your soul is going to thrive by taking action to push yourself to explore your inner boundaries. This will enable you to venture into unknown places within your soul and territories you haven't been to before. Trust in your own inner guidance. Through this process of the heart and soul, meditation and music will greatly assist you during this time in expanding the knowledge of your inner beauty, and it's a beautiful thing. Allow yourself the time to be open to explore yourself more without any judgment or restrictions which could have been placed upon you from past or negligent experiences. The negative: you could be feeling inexperienced, lazy, abandoned, negligent, and immature. You can always turn that around by doing some meditation, tapping into your inner wisdom, and being more aware of your individual dreaming, and allowing yourself to explore yourself and your spiritual nature. Because it's such a beautiful thing when we can become more aware of ourselves, when we meet ourselves where we deserve to be met, and give ourselves the time and kindness and love that we deserve, like we give out to others. And so let's have a look and see what the other card is. And because you know, that's what life is all about, is learning to explore ourselves and understand and know ourselves more inside. And so let's have a look and see. Yes, I was gonna say, I actually last week was so full on. I actually felt like I was going through a rebirth. And then we get the rebirth card. This is our second card actually this week. And so, you know, some of you, I know that are spiritually in tune and are probably actually going through a rebirth and, you know, leaving behind the old and stepping into the new. And so it can feel very, very unfamiliar. And that's quite all right. When I let go of my past, I experience life again the way it's supposed to be. I'm happy to be alive and living. And so, yeah, like the inspiration actually for this card was actually true knowledge that I had within myself, and that I experienced for myself a very long time ago, when I had left a very, very destructive life behind in my teenage years, and then started to focus seriously on my art. And so it was like seeing the whole process laid out in front of me, and how that affected me and my life, and how it got me to where I am today by making that decision and following through with that decision, and following through the promise that I made to myself to be clean and everything. And you know, and so that's why when it says, when I let go of my past, I experience life again the way it's supposed to be. Because when I let go of that old past life of myself, I was able to experience a brand new life for myself. And that it made me happy to be alive and living, to be able to leave something behind that wasn't serving me. And so, yeah, that is kind of like the very meaning behind the message of the white cockatoo in that card. And little did I know that I would be then repeating that in my life as I grew older again. And so, yeah, just so powerful, the messages that come to us, and how even very more powerful it is to experience those lessons throughout our life. And you know, we can see that to be so painful and this and that, but in the end, it's actually taught us so very much about the way that we need to be living our life, and how strong and independent we can be when we can go through these lessons, and we can kind of like put another buckle in, put another what do you call it, put another stud in our belt to, you know, kind of say, you know, oh gosh, I'm, you know, continuing to evolve myself in a way that is really benefiting not only myself, but my community and the people that look up to me and that see me as a positive role model. And so, yeah, it's really just enlightening to know that you're helping people in the world by being you. And so the message of the white cockatoo: allow your soul to come into the light by shedding of the old beliefs, aspects, doubts and fears you feel and fears that you have about yourself. It's a powerful time to push through the heavy burdens of the past, your old belief system, awaken to the potential of the light of your soul and be born again. And so it's time to break free from the past now. You're ready for a rebirth and awakening to the new. And just like God said, we are born again. We can be born again at any moment, at any time. And so that is like just like I don't know what it does to you, but that absolutely blows my mind. And I think that is such a beautiful thing. The guidance for you this week: you are welcoming a new beginning by shedding aspects of the past that have been heavily weighing you down. You are about to awaken through a rebirthing of a new you. Are you ready for this? The action step this week today is about concentrating on the very things that are bringing in the happiness in your life, which is the key to make your life worth living in. It's a feeling, and only you have the key and the answer to this most important question. Is it something creative you've been working on? Perhaps a relationship that is currently fulfilling your needs? Whatever it is, take note of this happiness. It could be the key to your future happiness. So the negative is you could be living in the past, you feel frozen and you feel denied. So it's very important. If you feel a certain way, then you can instantly connect that feeling, I bet you, to a certain situation, time frame, experience, event in your life. I can almost guarantee that to you. Any feeling, especially to do with a negative one. And so, yeah, you can always change that negative into a positive by making a karmic release, making a new beginning and awakening to yourself. And a really great thing is to process of alchemy. If anyone knows anything about it, then you can always turn a negative into a positive, turn pain into purpose, for example, which I have been doing for a very, very long time now, throughout the experiences that I've had for myself on a personal note. if you really want to know. And so yeah, the other card that we pulled out is I am healing. So that is our solution card for this week, is our solution to whatever is happening this week for you. Your solution is healing that whatever is happening. And so, and these are the really steps that you can take in order to get to the solution. And so when I focus on myself, I understand more about my gifts. I have the ability to create miracles. But I can tell you, most people are looking outside. Most people are too wrapped up into looking, wrapped up in looking and outside and looking at what other people are doing, which is really not any of their business what other people are doing. It's their business to look at what they're doing and how they're becoming and what they're and what you're achieving. That is what is your focus should be on you and your becoming. And so if we have a look in the guidebook, and you will receive your guidebook with your card deck actually, and you can follow along every week with the Dreamtime card deck messages. And yeah, it's always so exciting here on Art by Mirree. Come on guys, you know, we can do this, and it's not it can be challenging at times, but you know, the good always outweighs the bad. And so it's really important to, you know, try to keep your spirits high during any times that you may be feeling sad or, you know, lonely, or, you know, or just maybe, you know, you might have the winter blues like me. But yeah, it's still winter here in Australia. I'm not sure what part of the world you guys are, but we're like about halfway through winter now. And so but I'm so very happy and blessed because the sun has been coming out and will come out over these next 10 days. And so yeah, it's going to be a really great time to step into nature when the sun comes out. And so the sun lines make up the Aboriginal belief system and not only relate to the dreaming connected to the song, to the land, but also the creator beings that they also relate to the dreamings that are in the sky as well. But these tracks are our spiritual connection that are buried deep within Mother Nature and connect to the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Knowledge of the land, the ancestors, animals, and those of family that have lived before. And so there may be an understanding you need to reach that will enable you to have an intuition and responsibility that will uncover an important aspect of your family. So the action step this week is your soul is going to thrive by taking action to push yourself to move forward, and the time is right now. A new chapter in your life is coming that will require you to make some important decisions. So let your songline dreaming be your guide by connecting to country so that you can travel back to your roots to learn more. Be brave, to have faith and trust in yourself. You could be using some kind of another tip for you guys is you could be exploring different ways that you can heal yourself, and that is very, very good way also to help you to heal. You could be doing things like a salt bath, or just meditating, or just spending less time doing work. These are all forms of healing and self-care for yourself that can just make more way for the changes and unraveling to take place during this time. And or just, you know, taking the accelerator off for a little bit, just so that your system can breathe, you know. And you know, I'm not sure, it's just trying to put it in a different way so that you guys can understand. Yeah, and so the negative is you could be feeling careless, unaware, or immature. The positive is taking responsibility for yourself, being aware of your intuition and having more of an understanding about yourself. more understanding about yourself and less about others, which will be which can be highly beneficial to you right now. And so yeah, I'm really pleased about these beautiful cards that we got. I hope that you guys are pleased as well about what's coming up for this week. And it's important, I'd say, if we got the Black Swan, to spend some time in quiet contemplation and meditation this week, or in nature, where you can just allow yourself to just go on a little inner journey within yourself, to explore yourself more. And with the white cockatoos, it's just letting us know that we're really needing to shed those old beliefs. We don't need to hang on to them anymore. They're not coming into our future. It's not going to give us much if we take it into the future. And so yeah, it's really about really shedding those old belief systems and aspects from the past that aren't serving us, and just try to take small steps where we can just maybe look at, for example, the past. What would the past me do, and what would the new me do? And just try to recognize that each time that you're feeling like you're slipping back into an old pattern or something like that. And the other card, I am healing family songlines. Maybe the thing that I would take out of that the most would be to explore different ways that you can heal yourself and give back to your mind, body and spirit. That's just going to make your body go, thank you, that is really great, I'm feeling really good, it's making me feel happy. And so yeah, that's what the healing card is letting us know this week. And so I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And I went a bit long this week, but I really felt it was important because we got the rebirth card, which is really a major process for ourselves that we could be going through. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And we've got these 7 prizes that we're giving away, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box and you can see exactly what I'm giving away. There's been some people put their orders through already so that they can take advantage of these prizes. And if you're the only one, then you're gonna win that prize. It's not very hard, and it's quite easy to win with Art by Mirree. So I'm just giving you that little cheat tip now. And yeah, let's just enjoy ourselves and celebrate as ourselves for once in our lives, because we deserve to have that love and attention that we give to others. We deserve that too. And so I hope everybody enjoys their week, and I'd love to hear back from you guys and what you're going through. And I wish you all the very best, and sending you so much love. Bye for now, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.